All right, morning guys. Cam here, Burns' Garage. Got a little lead on some sheet metal from Kijiji last night. Apparently there's a guy closing his shop down up in Newmarket. Just sad to hear. But he's got some cut ends and some large sheets that he wants to get rid of at a cheap price. So, Chevy's mad because he hasn't got his Timbit yet this morning. But we are in the Hortons drive-thru right now. So hopefully Chevy and I will go up there and score some sheet metal. Talk to you soon. Hey guys, it's Cam. Back from Newmarket. Took that little trip with the dog this morning. Picked up that sheet metal, what we were able to get. Got ourselves 8 of these 2x3 sheets of 13 gauge sheet metal. So nice and rigid stuff. Good for anything from a floor to building the box. So I think that's what we're going to start doing, is we're going to start mocking up some bedsides for it. I know I was kind of hoping to get an original set, but after looking online and seeing what guys are building themselves, they were doing it on the cheap, and it's looking pretty cool. I kind of like the idea of being able to design it the way I want as well. So the next couple videos, I'm sure we'll be banging some tin, forming some metal, and getting a box together for the old 46. Okay, boys and girls, it's the next day. I realized I need a sheet metal brake. I don't have any money to buy one. So what's your next option? Well, look on YouTube. Someone will tell you how to build one. So that's what I did. So with a couple pieces of angle iron, household hinges, and that's about it. A little bit of gumption, I was able to put together a sheet metal brake. That's how I spent the majority of the morning messing around with that, trying to fine tune it. So turn the camera around and I'll show you what I came up with. Okay, so don't mind the mess of the garage. It's in shambles right now, but here it is. This is what we got. So we've got ourselves a vice-mounted 36 to 38 inch brake. Okay, so what we've done here is we've got ourselves our 2 pieces of angle iron. They put them face to face, utilizing a hinge. So you can see the action of it there. Also, we have our hold down with a couple nuts and bolts to hold that down. So what I got here is my little handy dandy 1/4 inch ratchet. So that works here to tighten that up. So you'd slide your piece of metal in there. I got 2 different shapes that I can bend. I can take out this angle iron, use this 1x1 that has a little bit more of a round curve to it, or use that angle iron there that's got a bit more of a sharper curve. Bend. So more straight curve, or bend, pardon me. Why do I keep saying curve? It's not curve, it's a bend. Put myself a couple handles here. These were a couple pieces off of a railing I picked out of the garbage the other day. So now we can see with the handles, bang, bing, boom, bang, bing, bong, bing, we have ourselves a sheet metal brake. So I have to admit, it took me a little while this morning to get that all fastened together. First run through, I broke the hinges and they weren't strong enough, so I had to find some other ones, weld them up. But the end result was a sheet metal brake that will do up to, I think it's 40 inches. So that was a bonus. Built it all out of my scrap pile, didn't cost me a nickel. And the best thing about that is I was able to make these here box sides. So, I know what you're thinking, Cam, that's a 90-degree bend on the top. Yeah, you're right. The 3 inches that I was going to put on a 45 due to the height of the box once it was there. The pipe I'm going to weld along the edge, I want it to run along the same line as the body line on the truck there. So again, this is just mocked up. It still needs to come down a little at the front again. Didn't have a long enough pieces of sheet metal, so I did have to join two together. You can see a couple little tack welds there holding the two pieces together. Well, so what we did was we bent a 2-inch flange on the front ones. So that sits right down into the bed frame that we're using as the bottom edge. So that'll either get welded or nut and bolted together. Here's the second side. Still not exactly sure if this is how wide I'm going to have the box. I might make it a little bit wider. But I want to see once I put some stake pockets on it. I'm going to have a stake pocket at the front, or at the back here. And at the front, I want to see how far it brings it out and how it looks before I widen everything up. But that's basically it. Give you a little side profile of the old 46, and you can see what I'm talking about. Once I have that piece of pipe welded on that bed rail, it's going to mimic that belt line. It's like bang on. That's totally what I was after. Quite excited for that. So now it's building some inner structure of the box and whatnot. And that'll all come together in some future videos.